Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back, and today we're going to do another episode of Let's Max Town Hall 10. We're doing good here. We've got one Archer Tower maxed. This is awesome. Look at this thing. Almost 100 damage per second. This is great. It rivals a Tesla. With its longer range, it's very comparable to a Tesla, although Tesla has its place as well. It's smaller, it's hidden, etc. But as far as shooting air and ground targets, Archer Tower is one of the best point defenses. Used to be overlooked, especially by farmers, as well. You know, they're not that important. They're very expensive. They were very expensive. At the lower levels, they're a little cheaper now because they had to be reduced when higher level Archer Towers came in. Now, everyone knows that every defense should be maxed, especially Archer Towers. They're awesome. They're better than cannons. If you put them side to side, they have a little more power and they can shoot air and a little farther, but they're more expensive. That's the other side of the argument. So today we're gonna keep working on those Archer Towers. I've almost got enough gold to do another one. Let's see if we can get enough. Here we got a perfect find. This guy's got very easy storages, and I think I'm gonna be able to take these storages with one minion on each. I just love that. You'll hear me say this a lot in my videos, but uncontested minions are just so cool to watch. Look at this guy. He's just gonna take that whole storage. One minion. Like, word. That's so cool. The bottom's gonna be a little tougher. He's got that expo there. That'll take out minions and anything else I try to put there. So I'll have to do a little rush on the bottom to get everything. But I saved a lot of troops on the top by only using a couple minions to get those. So I'll have plenty of troops to mess around at the bottom. I always say you guys should use the least amount of troops as possible to take out a building. If a building isn't covered by a defense, just use one troop. See, get it out of the way early, like I did here with these buildings on the corner. Army camps like that, they've got a lot of health. They'd pull your troops away, slow your troops down, etc. So, how's loot been for you guys? For me, it's been so-so. There's been storages like this, thankfully. I'm not getting the real easy collector raids, but that's fine. We all have to, adapt to the current situation and just take whatever you can find, In Master, of course, the loot bonus helps me if I win, and I try to win most of the time to maintain cups and get that bonus. Elixir has changed a lot already, and its transformation will continue. It's definitely going to become a valuable resource, just like gold. It is a valuable resource now, and the economy with it, I think it's gonna even out. Right now, in storages, I don't see people with elixir. Like, look at this guy. He's got some gold, but he seems to have spent most of his elixir before he logged off. Maybe. I think that's the problem. That's problematic with elixir for walls. Is people will just dump it in walls. They don't need it for anything else at a certain point. You get your troops maxed and all your elixir buildings maxed. You don't need it for anything else but troops. So you're just going to dump it into walls before you log off. Same thing applies with gold, but you do need to save large amounts of gold for high-level defenses, such as right now. I got to save up basically 8 million to do an Archer Tower. So if someone attacks me when I have almost 8 million, they can get a big score from me. They can get 400k. But if somebody just dumps their elixir every time before they log off, they will never have a large amount, like 800k, 8 million, or even 4 million. They just, they'll spend it as soon as they get it. So that could be problematic for the economy, especially on the elixir side. However, inactive bases will always have, typically will have an even amount of elixir and gold. That will always be an influx on our economy. So it's not the only thing that gets you loot, but it certainly supplements any farmer's income. Inactive raids can be pretty big, and so there's always going to be elixir in those. Here, this is funny. I always love when I can just dump some minions on top of a barbarian king. I used to do this when you could lure them to a corner, and then just sort of, a lot of people did this, just sort of keep putting one troop at a time, luring back to the corner, and dump a few minions on him so you can kill him with minimal troops. There, he was already in the corner and wasn't going to move anywhere, so that was pretty funny. Now, I'm going to take on this maxed base that's pretty bad design. I don't think this guy cares about loot. He's got it on the almost outside, so let's take it. He doesn't need it. He already gemmed his archer towers to max anyway. I need it more. So you don't have to be scared of a max base like this. What you do have to be concerned with is where the defenses are. His wizard tower isn't really affecting this side much, so that's good. The mortar is, but I can deal with it. If it was smack in the middle, it might have been more devastating. Wizard towers can be more devastating than mortars because of their fast rate of fire. They shoot so fast, and they're just terrible against archers. They'll just tear up archers. So you want to look at placement of wizard towers. A good farming base will have wizard towers covering the storages. Luckily, this guy doesn't. So just another thing you want to look for. More so than, the level of the walls. With Barch, if you need to break through the walls, you might not want to attack a base with max walls like this, but you can if you just need the outside layer. Also, if you have heroes, you can break through any level walls. If you have high level heroes, especially. Mine tend to slow down on walls like level 10 and level 11. They take a while to get through, but then I just use the ability, hero ability if I have to. Or a rage spell like I did there. You see here, I have a dragon. Super random, I know. The reason I have dragons and sometimes witches in my camps when I'm raiding is because I make donation troops. I'm not, sometimes I have time between raids and I'm not always raiding back to back. So I'll make a few donation troops. Usually I'll donate them. I donate the witches to war clan castles a lot. But if I don't donate them, I usually go to a raid with them and try to not use them. That time, I said screw it and just use the dragon to help get that last storage. But normally, I would just raid with 20 less troops. In this case, I would just, forfeit that 20 troop space and just hold on to the dragon and donate it after. That's a good idea for many reasons. You're going to train your next army faster because, you're only using, you're using 20 less troops. I remember Pedro Lee talked about this long time ago. He was one of the forefathers of farming, if you don't remember. If you weren't on the forums, you might not know. And he talked about this, I think he would do the same. Have dragons and witches in his camps to sort of cap the amount of troops he could use. He would never use the witches or the dragons. So he would only have like 180 troops or whatever, and he just learned to farm with that amount. Just pretend that's all you have and that's all you can use. And you'll adapt. When I was Town Hall 9, I used to use an army that had mostly giants and wall breakers, but 60 archers and 60 barbs. I got used to taking, very easy collector raids with just the archers and the barbs. So 120 troops. I could raid again in roughly 7 minutes. And that was huge. Awesome storage loot there. 400k is not something you see every raid. That's the most you can get out of storages. With the master loot bonus of 75,000, that's almost a 500,000 gold. That's fantastic. Puts us over the top to have enough for an archer tower upgrade. I've got 3 going already. This will be the 4th. It's going to be so awesome to get those things all maxed. I think they look great. They look great with lava walls and level 11 walls. And it's just going to be good to have them all working again. I think I've been not doing quite as well on defense because they're all down. But more importantly, all my builders are working. This is fantastic. I haven't had this in a long time. I've been a max Town Hall 10 on defenses for a month or two, maybe 2, and it's nice to have something to do with these builders. Any farmer should have all their builders working when possible, and I'm doing my best here. Alright guys, that's it for today. Tune in next time. We're going to do a base design on this base here. It's a great design, and I really want to show you what it can do, what it does on defense. I'll see you next time, guys. Peace.